minutes is a brief amount of time to talk about a place with 1,000 stories, especially when it's a unique city and country combined. Hello and welcome to Travel Overlooked and 2-Minute Tuesdays, where we'll be informing you of overlooked travel destinations and the most visited areas of the world, all within 2 minutes. Today we'll be talking about Vatican City. Vatican City is the world's smallest country. So small, in fact, that you can walk around it all in under 40 minutes. Despite its size, it's certainly packed to the brim in history. Back when the Pope was the ruler of the country called the Papal States, this country ruled most of the Italian peninsula and even had a 1,000-year reign. There was also the Kingdom of Italy right beside it, who thought about conquering the Papal States and making Rome its capital. With the success of their invasion, the Pope hid and refused to leave the area that is Vatican City today. The Kingdom of Italy decided to wait for the Pope to give up, rather than start a religious war. They had to wait over 60 years of constant complaining from one Pope to the next, before Benito Mussolini decided to give the land to the Pope, but not without compromise. The Pope had to acknowledge that Italy was a country, and to remain neutral in politics and wars. In exchange, Italy would give the land of Vatican to the Pope and give a large sum of money in apology, and thus concludes how this illustrious country came to be. Vatican City has some of the most famous and iconic attractions in the world. By far, the most famous spot is St. Peter's Basilica. This basilica is the largest church in the world and regarded as the greatest of all churches of Christendom. Constructed in 1626 and named after St. Peter, who was the leader among the apostles of Jesus and the very first pope. He was buried directly below the high altar within the basilica, which can still be visited to this day. The basilica features many of the world's most famous art, with the most famous ones being done by Michelangelo. Some of his notable works in this basilica was La Pieta, David, and the Dome. Speaking of his works, he also has many in the famous Sistine Chapel. The Sistine Chapel is the official residence of the Pope, and took its name from Pope Sixtus IV. It's also known as the building that hosts the Papal Conclave, where the new Pope is selected, but today it's particularly famous for its luxurious interior, specifically the chapel's ceiling, and one of Michelangelo's most famous works, The Last Judgment, where it depicts the second coming of Jesus Christ. For even more history, visit the Vatican museums, where they display an enormous collection of artifacts, sculptures, art pieces, all gathered by the Catholic Church. They contain roughly 70,000 works, with around 20,000 of them on display, making it one of the largest museums in the world. Hope you enjoyed this quick summary of this fantastic country. Thank you so much for watching, and please support us by subscribing, liking, and sharing your thoughts in the comments below. You can purchase our merch in the link below. Stay tuned for the next video. We're uploading twice a week. Take care!